I have not got a microphone. Do I have to switch or something?
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for turning up. Welcome to Andertons TV Live.
TV Live. I have no microphone.
Yeah, is there?
We do.
I do it. Can you hear me? It's Andertons TV Live. We're closing
I just said that.
We're closing the show. What they thought is, how do we get everybody to leave the show on time? We're like, I know.
Yeah.
We'll put Pete and Lee on at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is what we do when we're back in Guildford, in the UK. Pete and I sit in a room. Beautiful Taylor here, Tay-Tay behind the camera, and we just unbox stuff, guitars and pedals and amplifiers, as you know, and we pretty much make it up as we go along. Absolutely. So what we're going to do in this, we're going to do some loops. You're going to witness what I witness every day, which is, this is how we make so many videos, because this guy here is just a one-take master. He just goes, what key do you want? Boom, loop.
And I'm going to mess it up now, absolutely.
Yeah. But we're going to do some Q&A as well.
Yes, please.
So if any of you have got any questions about what we do at Andertons, or what we think of the show, or gear that you've got, shout, put your hand up, whatever. I'll ask you a question, and then we'll do some loops as well. I guess we're going to be on for about 20 minutes or so.
Anyone have any questions? It was the same yesterday. It was like, anybody got a question? Once somebody said yes, then it flows. Ask anything. Anyone? No?
Should we just do another loop?
We can do another loop.
Okay.
Yeah, put me on
a key.
Put me on
Shout a key. This is a very unresponsive audience. This is a day 4 audience.
It is definitely the day. C. That we just did one in C.
Just did that.
It's like the minus things. Let's see. It sounds so good, this amplifier, by the way. Before I go ahead, this Magnetone, if you haven't checked Magnetone amps out, it is absolutely inspirational, incredible, fantastical.
see, who needs Matthias Mancuso?
Right, but yeah, he's right there. That's you know.
I know.
Wow.
Pete said to me, he said, please don't tell me they're putting us on straight after him.
And I was like, oh, yeah.
I know. Only like probably the finest
Absolutely.
guitar player on the planet at the moment. So look, are there any questions, or should we just get Pete to tell? Oh, there's a question. Good man.
As a developing guitarist, which legends did you look up to, as you were growing as an instrument?
That's a good question.
Yeah, so he said, as a developing guitarist, which players did we most look up to?
Well, I could start. I mean, I don't think I've ever had one particular guitar player that I've gone Stevie Ray and then just gone Stevie Ray or something. I've never really done that. What I've done is that Johnny Kalima, yeah, Johnny Ma. I've taken inspiration from a lot of players over the years. You know, it could be any. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a guitar player. It could be a singer. It would have been anybody that's got really nice melody, fried phrasing. I mean, I'm a big fan of Prince, even though he's not categorized as a guitar player, but he is a guitar player. But it's just, I think, listening to a lot of different players and just gathering what you think is most important for you and your playing. That's kind of what I've done. So there hasn't been one particular. There's been many, you know, and I'm still, you know, like getting inspiration from everywhere, and that's the fantastic thing now. It's all in the pocket. You know, everybody has got everybody in the pocket, and you can get inspiration so easily. So then develop yourself. Be you. Be the best you could be. You can never be Stevie Ray because he was Stevie Ray. So there you go. So that's mine.
I'll just go Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
Eric Clapton and David Gilmour.
Yeah. Richie Sambora.
People who bend notes, and in that one bend slay the 50,000 people in the audience.
That's what we were saying when you did Captain Meets with Carlos Santana. You remember that? And he said if you can play one note, and people go, oh, that's Carlos Santana. That's the level you want. You want to play one note, and people know exactly who you are, right? Because it doesn't necessarily be him, but that was his goal. And if you woo, you can tell it's that's. Yeah, well,
what other questions have we got there? Anyone? Ryan, do you want to ask what we think of Neural DSP?
Yeah. What do you think about plugins?
No, let's tell us about the DPT, Pete, because we're here with Chapman Guitars today. I've never played this, but this is the Pegasus that a couple of the guys from Steel Panther have designed.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't think naturally I would be drawn to this, but it sounds great. But this is your thing, so tell us about that.
So this is the new signature guitar, DPT Chapman. It's got an older body, maple neck, rosewood fingerboard. The neck is, you know, my purple Telecaster. It's been 3D scanned. That's the neck on here. So that's the closest you can get to that. It's got it's old Wilkinson hardware on here. What are they called? Brass saddles. The pickups are a set of Wilkinson's R series, where they sent me some stuff to test out, and I was checking out which ones I thought was best for this guitar. That was more like my Monty's DP set, because you can't put them in here. It's going to be too expensive. So this is going to be like under 1,000, I think, with a gig bag and an older body, and lots of different appointments that you don't get. And that lacquer is sort of a nitro derivative that I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of sinking into the body, so it looks like it's old. I think it's relic really well, actually, when you've played it. So that's it. That's it.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
People often say, what have I found most inspiring about playing with Pete? And I think if we do a loop now, everyone can learn something, because we'll do the whole less is more repetition.
Well, we do some repetition is good. There was somebody here a minute ago. I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
The whole repetition thing, taking 2 or 3 notes.
That's something I think when you're getting better as a guitar player and you've learned all your tricks and you can play scales a bit faster, you get sucked into this. That's what I need to do to sound impressive over the chord progression. And then when someone you really admire, you watch them play and you go, they literally just played the same 2 notes, and then they stopped, and then they played the same 2 notes again, and they stopped, and they played the same 2 notes again, and you go, this sounds amazing. So that's like,
Yeah.
sorry if there's any children in the audience.
Yeah.
But let's do a loop and see if we can kind of show you, if you really watch what Pete plays and what I've tried to learn from him, it's that classic less is more.
I think if you learn some nice chords, you can easily get the pentatonic scale to sound really lovely over it, you know what I mean? So. It's difficult, man.
Well, that's the weird thing, isn't it? Technically, it's not difficult. Mentally, it is difficult to not just go, I'm going for it! You know,
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird. It's a weird reverse musicality that everybody who even just knows the most basic pentatonic can apply if they just show some restraint and go, let's just let those next 2 or 3 chords go. I'm not going to play anything over them. And let's just go,
leave it to breathe.
Yeah.
You know.
Where's the one? Oh, there it is. See? We could even, if this was a real Andertons and you weren't all standing here, Pete and I would go into a ton of sexual innuendos right now.
Probably.
But we're not going to, obviously.
Yeah. Well, there's always the story with the dad bull and the son bull, isn't there? That's the classic one. But and I think it takes time. I think you have to unlearn things to learn things sometimes. You know, I've played like 37 years now, and I think I just want to be that guy that can play one note and control that one note, and just there's so much nuance in just one. You know, how you play it, how you approach it with your fingers, with your pick. You know. Where you play it on the guitar, and that's a learning curve that you can't just expect to sit down and do that. I don't think, and it takes time. It's patience, you know.
Any other questions? Well, I thought
questions.
This is a slow audience today.
Yeah, it's Sunday, isn't it? It's the last day.
There's one. Good man.
opinion on Jazzmasters. Jazzmasters. Yeah, but I mean, I love a Jazzmaster. I like. There's a certain way we get to play many guitars all the time. Many amazing guitars, many custom shop guitars, many expensive guitars, cheap guitars, and all a lot. And Jazzmaster's got something it's just got its thing, you know. I tend to get a guitar and then I let the guitar tell me what to bring out of me. That's the guitar. And there's a certain thing with the Jazzmaster, isn't there? Like an SG, for instance. When you get an SG on your lap, it's just like, wow, there's something completely different. And everyone's like, it's just a guitar. But I love a Jazzmaster. I think it's got a wonderful place in the guitar world, you know. How about you, Lee? Do you like Jazzmasters?
I'm a Jaguar guy more than. Although I've just realised none of you even know what I'm saying when I say Jaguar, do you?
What is that?
I'm a Jaguar.
Jaguar.
That's what I meant to say.
Jaguar.
But no, I don't know.
Why is that then? Why do you prefer that?
I've never been a big fan of trem systems on a Jazzmaster, and.
But that's because it's so old-fashioned. You know, if you get the right stuff, if you get the mastery bricks on there or something, you know, if you get a really nice.
I am a believer, and it's helpful that I also make a living out of selling guitars, because I am a believer that an instrument that you're not familiar with, that you pick up and go, will often bring something musical out of you that, you know, guitars that you're more used to playing doesn't bring. So I kind of think sometimes when I see all the YouTube comment section, oh, you can't tell the difference. You know, the audience would never know if it was a Strat or a Tele, or, you know, it's like you're missing the point. You know, the point is that the individual is inspired to play something fresh and new or whatever. Then that's all that matters. So you know, obviously, so that's why I own a guitar store, and I encourage people to buy as many different guitars as possible. But it's kind of true.
It is true. I mean, I picked. There's 3 of these hanging on the wall, and they're all slightly different. There's all some slightly different thing to offer, you know. And that's, you find the guitar, sometimes the guitar finds you, like the Purple Telecaster I got, that definitely was meant to be, you know. And then that's the one you always hold on to. So does that answer your question? Yes. I like Jazzmasters. You like Jaguars.
I do.
Why do you like
Yeah.
Why do I like I like the shorter scale and the simpler sort of switching and stuff.
Yeah.
I have a video related to this question. How many people in your team and how much time does it take to run the video?
4 people. So we got Taylor, which is there, Lee, and then me, and then us. And that's all the people in the video team that makes all the videos. Edits the videos, does the audio.
And how much time does it take to produce one video?
I mean, we'll do 4 videos on a Monday, 4 videos on a Tuesday. When we can turn it out really quickly. You know, we got a good system that's set up with the lights and the camera, so we don't have to set lights up every time, and we don't have to do grading the lighting and all that stuff. It's just like, let's do it, come on next. So we can turn them around pretty quick if we need to. But it's
whilst keeping the quality high.
Yeah.
The way what's so important, the only real ingredients that enable us to do that is the presenters have to be really comfortable with each other, like you know, friends.
And the playing has
to be. You can't be too paranoid about your own playing.
No.
You know, if you're going to do a jam and you're just going, it probably wasn't my best version. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's the version that's going out. It frustrates us both when we'll often invite guests on, and they'll play something 5 times, and all 5 are great, and but they're going, I just want to do that. I'm just searching for the 6th one or the 20th one.
Yeah.
And I think those are the guys that are probably doing 1 video a week, because that's the maximum.
Yeah, or the Instagram guitar players or musicians, and they can afford to do 100 takes and then choose the best one. We don't have time for that. You know, there is no time for that. It's the jam, and then it's the playing you hear, and you know, and that's it. Because we don't have time.
I think sometimes as well, the people who enjoy our channel enjoy the honesty of the instant reaction to the gear. So some people find it frustrating that we don't research the gear more before we try it. But we don't have time to, and B, that's not. We want you to see what we instantly think about the gear,
and what you would when you plug it in, it'll be the same. You have the same reaction.
If it's easy to use, you shouldn't need to research it. And if it's really complicated to use, and we make a mess of the demo, you see that because it's complicated to use.
Yeah.
So that's and again, it does. We go for a video a day, sometimes more. NAMM, we're probably doing 20 videos a day, and so it has to be like that.
Yeah, you have to have a good team. It's all about the people behind Taylor.
Yeah.
This guy. Yeah, see?
Tay. I don't think he's ever had a round of applause. He deserves one. He's the rock.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we don't really like each other either.
No, we all hate each other. It's every day, and again, come to work. It's the camaraderie is so important, you know, that it is a job, but it doesn't feel like a job. I mean, who doesn't want to play guitars for a living on, you know? And the fact is that I used to, when I used to tour, I'd play guitar for 2 hours. I'll go and do a gig, and then the rest of the day, so that you're just waiting around to here we just play guitar all day long, you know. And it's a fantastic privilege to have. I don't like him though so much. It's really difficult.
We're like a married couple. We don't really like each other. We just have to put up with each other.
Yeah, we just absolutely.
Should we? Does everyone want to go home? Should we do a jam and then everyone can go home?
Unless there's any other questions.
Oh, we have a question.
I was binging on your videos on multi-effects pedal boards.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going from Spanish guitar to electric guitar. You guys have a final recommendation on multi-effects pedal board?
It's never. Is there a bad one anymore?
No.
I mean, the Vailton GP200 is one that I just like because the presets are so good. But pretty much all the other ones, if you tweak them, you can get them to sound the same. And if you know, money no object, the neural stuff is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But again, what isn't? The Kemper stuff's amazing. The Helix stuff's amazing.
It's all amazing, you know. It's all about this.
I'm just seeing if there's anyone with a T-shirt for a company that I haven't mentioned there. But it's what a time to be alive. It's just nothing sounds bad. Like the cheapest plugin that you can download for free from GarageBand sounds pretty good. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So that.
Thanks for the videos. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome.
So, 6 years ago, I think it was my first NAMM show. First look at the first anxiety attack, and it was full help with that. That in mind, what would your advice be to someone going to their first NAMM show?
Bring earplugs.
Don't go.
No, do you know what? So I think we'll end on this profound statement. Okay, it's a tough world at the moment, right? You know, money's tight, bills are high, wars are everywhere.
Yeah. It's getting deep now.
So to come to the NAMM show, where I don't know, 50,000 people, 80,000, whatever there is through the door here, all collecting as a community and digging. You know, look at this guitar, he's in this pedal like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for ages, and
what you realise here is that the trolls in the comment section on YouTube aren't the real guitar players. The real guitar players are the ones that have come to the NAMM show and are just going, hey, you know, I know I'm not the best guitar player. I'm the worst guitar player that you're probably going to see doing an actual proper demo. But the love is crazy, right?
It's a good community.
So it's a great community, and I think we should all, the next time you see someone playing and they're struggling to, you know, hit the lick or whatever, go and tell them they sound great.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah. Exactly. You sound Lee.
So there you go. So yeah, thank you very much to you and the NAMM guys for putting this show on, and go and check some Chapman guitars out.
Have you got something to do with that company? Do you own that?
No,
No,
it's nothing to do with me.
Let's see if I can do something here. Let me start.
Thank